I need to prep again because I want to see, the cuts and everything. But you have to know it's a balance. It's one day, yes, depends on the look, depends on what you want, and then again, when you're prepping, it's a different look again. So it's really mental. That's what I said. It's a mental sport. It's more mental than it's physical. It starts mentally, and then
Yeah,
it will
because
show physically. Yeah.
you have to go. Like I say, one thing: if the mind's not willing, the body won't follow, because the
No,
mind controls
exactly.
everything.
Yes, yes. Mentally, you have to be there. And another thing you said as well, going pro, nobody can promise you that because you do not know which year is your year. You can say, oh, this is my year, and it's not your year. I see a lot of people say, yeah, road to pro, and they're doing a lot of bits and then ads, and at the end of the day, they don't get it. I believe when your time come, it's there. You just have to stay consistent, keep working. When your day come, it come. If it take 10 years, well, that was 10 years for you. If it doesn't, yeah.
Hmm.
I know people who did 20 shows before they could have get the pro card.
Yeah. Well, I think with some people,
Yeah.
especially with younger people, they want everything quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yes.
But it doesn't
Yes.
work like that. You have to be
No.
patient, and
Yes.
also you have to be also strategic. Pick the right
Yes.
show. Maybe
Yes.
work on the things that you feel like. If you feel like this show is the show that might give you a pro card, then do it. If
Yes.
not,
Yes.
there's always another show. Like what
Yes.
like where you have to compete in shows like worldwide shows, like
Yes.
shows in the Netherlands, or like shows like
Yes.
the Amateur Olympia, which is the
Yes.
worldwide show. There's also the Arms,
Yes.
which is a classic that's coming up in
Yes.
about 2-3 weeks from now. That's a
Yes.
worldwide show. You
Yes.
know, what do you feel like? You feel like you want more opportunities here in the States or in other countries?
Honestly, I can't give an opinion on that because so far I only competed in the States. For the first time, I did Europe last year, December. To me, I find looking at the competitors in Europe, to me, they're stronger compared to the competitors in the States because I did the States most of the time. But when I saw those girls there, honestly, at that show, I couldn't see nobody that had a weakness. Honestly, it was while in the States, you can see people that some that are just that is the first time, like that. But there, when I look around, everybody was very much on point. You could have like, wow, this is a very strong competition. It was a very strong competition.
Yeah, I've often seen that the
Yeah.
European competitors have a different level compared to American competitors.
Yes, a
Even you look at
great
divisions
difference.
like I think, well, like divisions like figure or even physique or even wellness or bikini.
Yeah.
And I think deal with the diet also because
Yes.
here in the States we have a lot more processed food, more chemical
Yes.
stuff. While
Yes.
I think in Europe it's not as, and then I think also the gear is not as
It's
watered down. But
different.
you
Yeah.
can use a certain amount even to help you. You don't have to take a lot, but enough to help you in your process.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we have here, shout out to my man here, Charlie Alfred says, very intelligent and attractive woman. Yeah, she is. Like as the other guy would say, and she is beautiful. Like these guys, they love to we talk to you ladies because
Yeah.
it's not and that's the thing
Yeah.
is that I think because of the different circumstances in other countries where here in the states we do have more processed food, more
Yes.
it's not as clean compared to if you. I remember ladies I interviewed a while back. They were in Japan. They went to Japan and they were doing the Masters Olympia. And one lady, she has a colostomy bag because she has some issues, and
Hmm.
she was eating some food there because the food was just so clean and just she just couldn't believe it because
Wow.
sometimes she has to have a special diet because that
Wow.
food there was very well put together. It's not a lot of
Hmm.
processed stuff in it, not a lot of
Yeah.
chemicals, you
Yeah.
know, and it's just she just felt it felt a lot more healthier.
Yes. Yes. That's what I said. I noticed, as you said, the when I look at the competitors, they were looking like wow. I was like wowed by them. Good thing is, when you get the feedback from the judges, they told me, hey, you have a very, very nice muscles, beautiful muscles. The only thing is your glutes. That was my problem, my glutes. So I know what it is. It's just to work on that. But those girls there, when I saw them, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be last here. I knew it because they look so good. I mean, they're looking really, really amazing. Oh my God. They're good.
It can be
Yeah.
intimidating. You're back there on stage and you
Yes.
pretty
Yes. I
much
felt very intimidated. I did.
yeah,
I did.
especially you're getting tan. You both pretty much you gotta be. I think you use spray tan,
Yes.
so you're
Yes.
halfway naked. And you see somebody like, what the heck? I wish I had that. I mean,
Yes, yes. When I saw them, I was like, you start feeling the insecurity coming in, creeping in, and you're trying to be confident, but it's like, no, I am not going to wait. I'm not going to even come close because hey, they got a glutes. I don't have what it takes to get that pro card at that
well,
time. Yeah,
yeah, at that time, but you never know. The
yeah,
right show, right circumstances.
yeah. I believe
Uh,
so.
yeah,
Yeah.
Robert's working with you. I think he has a
Yes.
plan, and
Yes.
and I think this is the thing about the sport. It takes time, and again, I said
Yes.
earlier, you can't speed. If you go too fast, you miss something.
Yes, 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 yes. And that's what the younger, as you said, the younger ones want it fast, but they don't know that it's a process. And what we hear a lot about it also in the sport, I think you didn't reach there, is the abuse of gears. I see it happening a lot in the sport as well. So you find they're using high dosages because they want to reach there faster, but they don't know it affects your face. It affects especially the face. And when you look at the younger competitors, you can really see it. The face turn very masculine more than they stay feminine.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing is that I think we talk about that in women's bodybuilding because you have to really one thing is always a debate between femininity versus muscularity. Do you
Yes.
want to be as your best shape or still have maintaining that you look of feminine, like nice softness, nice,
Yes.
very elegant looking. But
Mm-hmm.
then some want that goal to, what, I want to be the best. So
Yes.
sometimes I have to make that choice. And someone will
Yes.
choose they can do things like a little filler or stuff like that, but it's not the same. You do
No.
like things
No.
do change, like your voice change,
Yes.
your face
Yes.
change, your jaw
Yes.
gets a little more squared. You get a little
Yes.
more harder. You
Yeah.
transform to a beautiful woman to a handsome woman. I won't say
Yeah.
a handsome man because you can never be a man. That's the thing is but you can be a very handsome woman. It's still, here's my shout out to my man Charles. He says, low CCs in is maintainable. Yeah, because be
Mm-hmm.
smart what you take, because that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. People are always going to point about bodybuilding is the use of gear. But again, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't train, you don't diet, you don't stay consistent, you can take
Mm-hmm.
all the gear you take, but you're not going to look like what you think you're going to look like.
Yes, yes, I agree. I agree, and I think also it has to do again with the genetics, because I know people who take a bunch of gears, but there's still nothing is happening with them. I know people, they take gears. I don't know if they do the diet how they should, but when you look at the things that they want to achieve with their legs or their muscles, it's different shape of muscles. So that's why I say again, at the end of the day, this is a genetic sport. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, be smart. You have to really understand of it, and
Yeah.
also this sport can be a bit selfish because they take up your time. Like, it's good to try to find something outside of
Yes.
life because I've talked to ladies where when they get so involved into it, they don't because you have to, you're training. You have to
Yes.
be training how many times days in the week. You have to rest and recover. You have 3 days off. That's good, so you can have more time. You
Yes.
can do more of
Yes.
this. But
Mm-hmm.
then that's the thing is you need your rest. You need recovery. You
Mm-hmm.
need, some. I know lady who sometimes she goes to bed at 8 o'clock because she gets up in the morning because she does have a family and kids and she has to run around
Yes.
and take care of that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You have to put everything in a plan. And
Mm-hmm.
again, because you're changing your lifestyle because you're doing things differently, your diet and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Means you can't hang out with your friends like you used to because they might want to go to a bar. You can't drink because you're on prep. You might want to go here and eat, but you have to bring your own food because you can't eat what's there because you're on your diet. You know it because I hear it quite often because you have to make a sacrifice, but not sacrifices, they're investments.
Yes, they're investments. I see it too, like investment. Believe me, you and then when you go away, you go on vacation, you always looking for a place that has a kitchen so that you cook your own food. And yeah, even if I'm not on prep, when I go away, I always stay in a place whereby I can cook my own food because yeah, I'm so accustomed of it. And once I don't cook my food, I'm lost. That's one part do I have to admit. I feel completely lost. It's like, okay, what I'm going to eat today, I don't know. So that is the little disadvantage, little small disadvantage that once you're not on prep and you want to eat something a little different because you can, you just lost. You don't know what to do. You feel lost. You can do that for 2 days. After the third day, I can't. I have to go back to my routine of eating and be, focused. And I have a schedule how to eat. It sounds crazy, but that's how it is.
Like with some people, they
Yeah.
they eat really good during the week, but then they go wild on the weekend. So but you have to stay even on the weekend. You
Yeah.
have to stay on that same plan that you're
Yes.
doing during the week because you don't want to
Yes.
derail it. You don't want to miss
Yes.
the opportunity because you're hankering for a piece of cake or you're hankering
Yes.
for a piece of a burger or something like that. And,
Yes.
it's better to stay on that. It can't be boring, but if you can make it a little, maybe add a little flavor to it, a little something like that.
Yeah.
And also, does Robert does your plans too for your diets, or like
Yes, yes, he does my plans for my diet and also for my training. And I
yeah,
have to say, I love the diet. I love the
yeah. And
diet.
also one part of training is posing. You have to be able to move, position yourself here because
Yes,
like when y'all have to do that really get weird, awkward kind of you know
yeah,
poses.
yes, yes. I have to post. I do that in the gym. I did. I actually, yeah, I have to say, I have to start putting like Saturdays just for me, even though it's a rest day, just to pose, just go to the gym and just do my posing. I do have a posing coach as well, but only when I am, let's say, if I know, okay, I'm going competition in the next 5 months, then she always say, okay, you know what, when it's about 3 months, we start again with you with the posing.
And
Yeah.
who's your posing coach?
Sharonica.
Sharonka Hinton.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you know
Profit
what?
posing. Yeah.
Yes, I had the pleasure a while
Yes.
back meeting the lovely Miss
Yes.
Hinton when I
Yes.
was in Tampa.
Yes.
I think she's amazing. To me,
Very good.
I think she should be Miss Olympia physique. Honestly,
Yes.
her aesthetics is just she has a great physique.
Yes.
She's been competing for a long time. She took a break for a little bit, came back, got
Yes.
number 3 in the world. She kind of dropped off
Yes.
last year, but
Yes.
I've been trying to hoping I can get her on for an interview one of these days.
Yes. Yes. So I looking forward to see her getting that Miss Olympia one of these days. She
Yeah, maybe
deserved that.
it might happen. But also, I think is she over 40? She can do masters, but I don't think she has to do masters. That's
I
up to
don't think
her.
she's 40. Maybe
She's not
this
even.
year.
Maybe I don't know
Maybe
because
this year.
maybe this year because she's been competing
Yeah.
for. She actually true about her. She was in the military. She was in the army, and she was stationed here.
Oh.
Yeah, she was stationed here in North Carolina, where I stayed. She was stationed in Fort Bragg a long time ago. I
Oh, I
know a
didn't
guy.
know.
I know a guy. He's a he does a content also. He also does his own magazine called Amazon Fitness Magazine. He did interviews and it had also
Oh,
pictures of Sharonica. I remember when he did an
nice.
interview with me. I saw a picture of her with Sharonica. It was like early days when she was like a little bit smaller, but still she had a great look to her. It was
Nice.
she's beautiful. Congratulations
Yes.
on her marriage to her fiance Chris. She's pretty
Yes.
cool. She follows me on social
Yes.
media.
Okay,
And
nice.
yeah, and that's good
Mhm.
that she's working with your posing.
Yes.
You got Phil, who is your coach. I would say,
Yes.
ma'am, I think you could possibly maybe someday get your pro card.
Yes. Yes. I'm looking forward. I believe it. And all I'm saying is when the time is right, that's how I'm seeing it. When the time is right, it will come to me. That's it.
Would you get pro card? You feel like you want to take some more time off and make your pro debut, or you want to just jump right into it when we get the opportunity?
Mm, I didn't think about it as yet, but maybe I might take off. When I say off, is more working in my like off season a little long. But again, it depends on my coach what he will say. But definitely, I definitely want to do my pro debut, but I want to look really good. So it's up to. my coach. Yes.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
you want to come in. You don't want to come in like you got to think about it. This is you go when you become a pro. You got to start all over again and climb your way
Yes.
up.
It's,
You
yeah,
know,
it's starting over again. It's true. I see
yeah,
it as well.
yeah.
And then for me too, I saw it when when I competed December. For me, it was like a start over again, but on a different level. So to me, that's how the life is. It's always you build till there, and then you have to start back again to another level, and then another level, and to another level. So I'm looking forward
We have a
for a new
comment
level.
from got a comment from a man Ken here. He says this. He says she got a great team on her side. Yeah, yes,
Yes,
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
definitely. Yes,
So we're not going to hold her much too longer. She takes some
yes.
time out here,
Hmm.
and we'll be trying to set this up because she's kind of
Yes.
and she's kind of nervous at first, but now she looks like she's really calm. She's showing herself. That's why I enjoy doing these interviews, you ladies, because especially I
Yes.
really say I don't know, I want to talk about. I don't have nothing to say because you never know. You never
True.
know when there's somebody out here who's like maybe somebody in your home country who might say, you
Yeah.
know what, who might see this interview if they do, if they follow my channel, and may say, you know what,
Yeah.
I know her, and you know what, now I understand why she does what she do, why she's in it.
Yes. Yes.
Um, you know what it is. Like I said, this sport is it's a passion sport. It's not a sport we can make a real living on it, depending if you're the lucky
No.
few in the top
Yes.
level. It's a sport
Yes.
where there's a lot of time you got to invest into it, the money you got to invest into it.
Yes.
For
Hmm.
you ladies, again, it's a expense with show day, and
Hmm.
also, the thrive, the drive you have to
Hmm.
accomplish something that most people don't have that same drive to do.
Yes, that is true. You need to have, as you say, you have to have the drive. Um, and yeah, what else can I say about it? One, as you said, passion. You have to be passionate. If you're not passionate, and actually passionate of in anything you do, you have to be passionate. So if you're not passionate in this sport, it's not going to work. You need to be passionate. Because a lot of people tell you, "Oh, I want to do it," but it's just mouth. Because when they start and they see, they follow. I know a lot of people start and stop because you gotta keep going, and you need to know why you start from the beginning so that you can make it. And if I or when the time comes for me to get my pro card as an NPC, I believe I will be the first one from Curacao getting that, because they do have other. They have, I think, one other pro, but she got it when it was elite.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I will be, I believe I will be the first one that I know pro wellness of Curacao.
Well, like I said, that's a goal you should shoot for. I mean, that's one
Yes.
thing that's important. You have a goal.
Yes.
You,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna. There'll be times where you feel like, what, is it worth it anymore? And sometimes you say to
Yes.
yourself, yes, I think it's worth it because this is
Yes.
something I want to do for myself.
Yes.
I know
Mm-hmm.
ladies who tell me that sometimes they do this for themselves. They have their own life,
Yes.
like if they're a mom, they're a wife, they're a business
Mm-hmm.
person, they're this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is something that is for them. This is
Yes.
something this gives them a bit of a purpose and a drive
Yes. Yes.
to achieve
It's
something. And
true.
and like I said, if you don't even get your pro card, hey, you say, you know what,
Yeah.
I worked hard, I trained, I did my
Yeah.
best, and I can
Mm-hmm.
always take a step back, and I can come back to it whenever I feel like I want to come back to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I agree. If I don't get it, that's okay. I still will continue. I still will compete. Because for me, the main thing, as I said, was to inspire and motivate people around me. Doesn't matter whether it's men or women. Once I can motivate and inspire others.
You ever
Yeah.
think about becoming a coach yourself?
Um, a lot of people ask me. They never really crossed my mind as yet. Maybe in the future, you never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a few bodybuilders get into coaching, but also can do other stuff too.
Yeah.
You're accountant right now. We,
Yeah.
it's tax season for us in the states.
Yes.
I don't worry about that. I don't have a job, so I just
Yes. Yeah.
but yeah, that keeps you busy.
Yes.
And
Very busy.
also this is I'm gonna ask you this question: what would you
Mhm.
want for yourself towards your future as a bodybuilder?
For myself as a bodybuilder, future. Are you talking about career? Are you talking about getting a pro card? What are you
It's
asking?
all of it, all of it.
Okay, as a future bodybuilding, definitely I would like to earn my pro cards. As I said, it was something that I saw 2 years ago, and I was like, why don't you aspire to do that? So I said yes, yes to a pro card. I would like to also compete in Olympia one day, Master Olympia, Open Olympia one day. And future wise, I don't know whether I would like to train others in the future, but for now, that is all I can see. So far that I can see, in this sport. It just excel into it, and yeah, be known, be well known.
Yeah, it's like I said, you
Yes.
never predict the future. Just, but sometimes it's good to have a plan. As my
Yeah.
other half would say, it's like, I don't have a plan, Uncle. I'm just a dog chasing cars. All I'm gonna do is I get one. So you know. Oh yeah. Before I leave you, Uncle, I want to tell you something. You are
Mhm.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about him. I try to control him, but he completes me. So, folks, we're not going to
Yes.
hold her much too longer. If you're interested in
Yes.
her and want to reach out and you're interested, she's not looking for sponsors, but you know what? Sponsorship does help if you can. You know,
Yes.
not much. You know, if anything, like if you can point it out to where she get a discount, if she want to go to a
Mhm.
motel or
Mhm.
maybe help by the cost of travel like that.
Mhm.
But guys, and I know you guys, many of you guys are more for the big muscular women, but you still like her.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she's kind of cute too. Guys, do
Yes.
something like, hey, yeah, I seen your last interview. Yeah, I think I want to. No, no, you sick freak. Be professional. This is what you do. Relay like this. Says, Mrs. Jansen, I saw your interview. You're very intelligent, very intellectual woman. We are interested in maybe helping you out towards your future. I know you're
Yes.
about helping yourself, but
Yes.
if we can help you reach that goal, or maybe as a potential IFB pro, we'd like to
Mhm.
help you out. So if you feel like you're
Yes.
comfortable with the product we have for you, or something
Yes.
that might help you in your process, let us know. We
Mhm.
would like you to be maybe a future ambassador with our company. So let us know,
Yes.
ma'am, and we set everything up towards your future.
Yes, definitely. Anybody if that would like to contribute in one way or the other towards my journey, you're welcome. So I'm looking forward.
Yeah, that's most definitely. I mean, people, it doesn't take much. You know, if anything, if you can give her some advice to how
Yes.
to, she needs to, like, if she think about traveling someplace and hey, you tell her, hey, I know a place where you can get
Mm-hmm.
a discount for your next trip.
Yes.
I know the
Mm-hmm.
good motels. I know a place you can shop. Those little things
Mm-hmm.
help, because again, this
Yes.
sport is expensive.
Very
If you get
expensive.
into it,
Very
you
expensive.
got to really have a plan. You
Yeah.
can't go in here half cop.
Yeah.
You have to really. This is an investment towards your future,
Yes.
especially as a
Yes. It is.
bodybuilder.
Yes. It is. It is a, as I said, but then at the other hand, you cannot look at the money. If you start looking at money, then you cannot be in bodybuilding. You just have to look at what it is you want to accomplish, and the money will come. It will come. Believe me, it will come.
Yeah.
It will come.
So
Yes.
before I let you go, you have anybody you want to, as we say in the States, give a shout out to, somebody you want to recognize, say thank you to?
Um, Let me see. In the bodybuilding world, you're talking about?
Just in your life, in your world, any just anybody you want to, just say thank you or say a shout out, as we call it here in the States, shout out.
Okay, I want to say thank you to all my friends, all my fans, my family, and also all the people that contributed in one way or the other to my process, to my evolution. And also, of course, I want to thank you to my coach, also for believing in me. And I'm just also thank you to you for do this interview, because at first I was really like, oh my god, no, I'm not sure I want to do this, but I'm glad I did it. So thanks to you as well.
Well, I appreciate that. This is
Mhm.
for my favorite movie, Batman Begins. It's the end of the movie where Jim Gordon, played by Gary Oldman, talks to Batman and says, "I need a chance to say thank you." And he turns
Mhm.
around and says, "You never have."